One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Lockett. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little. Time to get to that first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Finds his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Johnson looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's in open space downfield. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. He's got him in the flat. It's a running room. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try to get outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass on second down. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
A pickup of 8. First down for the offense. Next, the end of the first quarter. Kansas State 7, Arizona State 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. It's reverse. There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Sims. Just threw that one way too far.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
His drive will open from the 15. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might be changing the route. Motion from the back. Johnson wants to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Kansas State quick to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Sims. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They'll try it over the left side. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Dumps it off in the flats. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. DB's right up on the receivers. Fires into the end zone. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Oakland. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Is incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Johnson wants to throw it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Edwards. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes
that shit crazy, bro. You gotta pick that on blood.
Dashes it between the uprights.
Oh, blood, he got to pick that.
The field goal, now they have
That shit crazy.
It's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Levin. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 45 on its way. Turning on the Jets. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He'll work his way down to the 28. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Kansas State pushing the pace. Motion from the wideout. Direct snap. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be 1st down for Kansas State. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
They're setting up the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. the final period starts with a second down play. On the direct snap, it's Sims. Unloads to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Udo. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man,
he's loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sims. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Here we go. Quarterback will keep it. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got a little space. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Johnson wants to throw it. Right on the money. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get it through the air. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Sims. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
I like this coaching staff scheming fade routes out in the field. We're so used now in college football to seeing those throws only down in the end zone. But, hey, you've got a lot of green grass to throw to. Press man coverage gives you the opportunity. Take the shot.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. To the air, it's Sims. Unleashes one. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat.